Hi guys, Squad here, and welcome to a Fernbus video. This has been a while. I thought I'd jump back in, seeing as we are now looking at the Belgium DLC. Latest map DLC for Fernbus. This is in a town called Charleroi, which is one of the 4 towns in the Belgium DLC. And also in front of us is the Scania Touring 137, which is also a DLC. A different DLC, I might add. So I thought we'd take this for a drive. There's actually, I think, 3 Scania buses in that DLC. I'll just show you where we are on the map. Just scroll out. So this is Charleroi, which is where we are now. We're at the depot, and we're going to head over to the bus stop here. And what I'm going to do, in order to show you the Belgium DLC, which consists of, well, if you look at the border here, this is Belgium right here. We've got Brussels, Antwerp, Ghent, and Charleroi in the DLC itself. And in case you don't know where Belgium is, it kind of sits, well, it's kind of wedged in between France, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. It's kind of just wedged in there. And it's all seamless. If you have the other DLCs, it just connects up with that. So, you know, there is that, but there's only 4 cities. I don't know what the details like. I've not actually been there. But oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. So what I was going to say was, in this video, we're going to take a trip from Charleroi to Brussels, and then we'll have a look around Brussels. In the next video, we'll go from Brussels to Ghent. Another video will go from Ghent to Antwerp, and then we'll go from Antwerp back to Brussels. So hopefully we'll get to see the town. When we get to the towns, I'll try to make sure we can see most of the roads. It's about 7 a.m. or something. No, 5 a.m. 5:45, 5:46. We're due to leave Charleroi at 6:02, so we better get inside and start setting up. I've configured it in like a dark red colour, but with the sunrise being as it is, it kind of looks a bit of a weird colour right now. So let's jump in. Press the old C key to sit down. I've got my track IR enabled. We press what is it, E for ignition, and there goes the radio. So before I get DMCA'd, I'll just slide that down there like that. Incidentally, I slide the radio down every time, and it just goes back. I am on a beta version, so I'm kind of hoping that's just a weird beta bug. Actually, I can open the window, can't I? Can hear the window open. Oh, there it is. Crikey, look at that. That is the cleanest window glass ever. Look at it. We'll leave it open a tiny bit. Right, we'll get some side lights on, and then we shall, let's see, get the Wi-Fi, toilets. Just doing the switches down the bottom left here. Actually, I think there might be a camera for this. Is there a camera for this? No. Okay. We'll just do that then. Then we want the reading display, reading light, sorry, then the head display, and then the aircon, which we'll set that to 21 Celsius. That should be good for most of them. If not, they'll complain, I'm sure. This bus does actually have kneeling, so you can do that. You need to map a key for the kneeling. But I have got it mapped. And we'll close that front door now. I think that should be that set up, more or less. Let's have a quick look at the front of the bus. It should... Oh, this one doesn't have a display. Yes, it does. It does have a display on it. Why is it not showing where we're going yet? Oh, 53 Brussels. I'm looking at the top. Durr! It's at the bottom. I'm looking at the top of the bus. Yeah, there it is. 53 Brussels. Brussels. I can't talk. Put my teeth back in. Right, let's just reset the track IR. And we'll bring the... shade down a little bit, because this is a very high, it's more of a coach than a bus, this one. We'll bring that down, because otherwise it'll get a bit bloomy, even though I have bloom turned off. Put that into drive mode, turn off the parking brake, and it should be good to go. Right, it should pick up the route when we get to the road. I think it should direct us over to the actual bus depot. It's 5:49 in game, so we should have enough time to get there before 6 and check in all the passengers. I have got traffic dialed up to maximum. We'll pull out on this guy. Yep. Thank you, mate. Oh, sorry about that. I think you got a little bit too close there for me, pal. Yeah, there you go. The route's updated now. The sat-nav only seems to update when you actually get on the road. So, we do have cruise control, which I'll use when we get on the highways. 30k limit through here. That's interesting. The sign said 30, but it still shows 50 on the Sat nav bottom right. I could barely see that guy's indicator then. The Scania bus, like when you indicate on the Scania bus, you can barely hear the audible tone. I mean, driving a vehicle with a really noisy indicator sound, like a click, clock, click, click, is really annoying. But equally, I find not having a sound or a barely audible sound is equally annoying because you really tend to leave the indicator turned on when you shouldn't. Even though most vehicles have an auto turn off, you do tend to leave it on because it only activates when you turn the wheel a certain amount, I think. Anyway, this is Charleroi, as you can see. It's looking pretty decent. Nobody walking around as usual, but nothing new there. Level of detail's pretty good. Apparently, it is modelled on real-world stuff, so... Oh yeah, there's something. The I think the emergency services, at least the police, they've put the Belgium police livery in there, if you like. Right, where are we going here? Straight over. And they put localised signs in there. Stay there, pal. Now, I have got my graphics settings dialed up to epic, like maximum everything. And I built it. Wow. It just despawned that. It just despawned that car. Even though I've got it dialed up to epic, I still see these weird kind of artifacts of things snapping in and out. Like graphics things. It's weird. You'll see what I mean. Like, the level of detail as something gets closer to you, you kind of see it physically cycle through different detail levels. And I thought, I've had my settings on maximum. And they are. So I can only imagine it's just the way they're using the Unreal Engine. Anyway, here we are. Here's the pickup point. So we'll pull up there. Shall put it into neutral. Set the parking brake. We shall open the door. And just to be nice, we'll kneel the bus down. And then we'll get out. And we'll go and check in some people. Right then. Right then, you lot. Oh, you want the baggage door open, do you? No, that's... No, that one. There you go. You've got a suitcase, right? Let me check you in first. Let's see, you're going to Brussels? That sounds good. Yeah, put your bag in there, love. Where are you off, pal? Brussels, yeah. Brussels, yeah. I can't hear these people over the noise of the engine. Is this your twin brother by any chance? Look at his arms. His arms look so weird. Moin. You're right though, you're just doing some arm stretches. That just said ticket on it. Yeah. If you do the express check-in, then you never get it wrong. You can do it this way, but I just can't be bothered. It looks like they never updated this stuff. It's still exactly as I remember it. But yeah, let's have a quick look around the station. What time is it? 5:53. All right, we got 5 minutes. Just have a quick look around at the kind of detail level. I mean, I don't know Charleroi. I've never been there, but if you have, maybe you recognise some landmarks. To me, it just looks like another town. So let's pop that down. Scania touring. The Scania bus I drove at Scania many years ago was, this is more of a coach, but the one I drove was more of a bus. Like, not high like this, just all the seats on the same level as the driver and quite low down. More of a kind of inner city bus rather than an intercity bus like this. But actually, just looking around the detail in the Scania, it's not bad. We're only doing a shuttle run though, so we don't need to worry about rest stops and stuff like that. It's not actually that far. Can I get in my seat? Yes, I can. Right, we'll unkneel the bus. And is there a... Let's see. No, I was wondering if there was a luggage lock button on this. The actual cameras. What's that one? Display, announcement, destination display on. It should already be on. I did turn that on. Play stop announcement, there's the radio, don't care about that. Lift up, kneel up. They're disabled. ESPASR. We don't worry about that. Camera 2 takes us to here. So it's a pretty decent logo in the middle. I like that. And then camera 3 takes you over here, which is disabled. Oh, there you go. Fog lights. Switch lights. On the side lights. I'll just leave them on normal for now. Passenger light down here, which I've already got on. So they've got any kind of Wi-Fi's already turned on. What we need to do now is we'll have a quick look at the route that we're on. So we're going to head northbound out of Charleroi. What we could do is if I come out of here, instead of taking a left, I take a right. We'll kind of go the long way. So we've seen this bit now. We'll go that way. We'll take a right, and the sat-nav should just reroute us through there. Then we're going to go northbound. Oh, there's a nice little parking station here. If I remember, we'll have a quick drive through that and have a look. And then we get off at Brussels. We'll just go straight in. And then what I'll do is in the next trip we do, when I leave Brussels, we'll have a bit of a look around there. There's actually quite a few roads. If I remember, I'll try and do a bit of an up-down thing so we can see some Brussels. But what we'll do now is, because it's a few minutes till we leave, we'll do that. 6:01, we're leaving at 6:02. Passengers boarded. Checked in. Yep. So everybody's on board that should be on board. And then we'll do the passenger announcement thing. Just to get that done, although I can't hear it these days. Right, we'll put it into drive. Wait for it to be 6:00. That is ridiculous. I can't even put this thing... It won't go down any more than that. That's crazy. That should come down way further. Don't want to leave early. I'm just looking at the clock down the bottom right. It says 6:01. Make sure we go on time. Alright, that's the front door and mid door closed. It is almost 6:02. You can always tell an Unreal game. I don't know what it is, but it's like you get used to certain engines, like the Unity engine and the Unreal engine. You kind of get used to how they look. And this is most definitely an Unreal Engine game. Right, so we'll take a right here, like I said. Hopefully the sat-nav will readjust. If not, we'll have to wing it. I need my shades. Right, looks like we're going under. My God, it's 30 down here. Oh, the cruise control works at 30. Nice. This feels painfully slow through here. We want to go all the way around the roundabout, I believe. Let's get the indicators on. I've still seen some derpy AI stuff. Hopefully, we'll see some more. I love derpy AI stuff. It's brilliant. Yeah, so they say that this has unique and original bus stops. I don't know if that means unique because they've built them, or whether they've actually took ones from Belgium and put them in the game. So I don't know if they're authentic is the word I'm looking for. They're original in that they've never been in the game before, but are they authentic? I don't know. Dude. Oi! Oi! What are you doing? What are you... It's like real life, isn't it? Literally is. Literally, that's what people do in real life. So yeah, you get your 4 cities. Brussels is obviously the biggest one. They've got the AI police car liveries in there. And then it says something about regional props and sites. Oh, by the way, thank you. TML actually sent me this key and allowed me to put some videos out early, in case you're wondering. The actual DLC releases in... Oh, it's about a week's time, is it? 20th of May, I'm going to say? I think it's 20th. Don't quote me on that. But I think it's 20th of May. Right, okay, hang on. I need to look where we are, because I think the game's gone a bit weird. Oh, no, it's not. That's fine. I don't... Wait, is that another AI bus coming this way? It was taking me past the depot, but I wasn't really sure why. I was thinking it was taking me the wrong way, but that's actually the way out as well, so we're all good. We'll be on the highway shortly. Yeah, I'm not sure why there's a green arrow there. Good to see a decent amount of litter. Keeps it authentic. Actually got 3D shops as well. And by 3D shops I mean they're not just a picture in a window of a shop, they're actually set back. That was the depot that we started. Right, let's start leaving. 50 limit. Yeah, it's just weird that you see AI vehicles driving around, but you don't ever see AI people walking around. And even the ones that get off your bus never move. They always just stand still. Even on things like Bus Simulator, they kind of walk off. I've never quite understood why they do that. I mean, I'm pretty certain one of the objectives was to have people, like passengers, walk on the bus and walk off the bus, but it's just never been implemented. Wow, why is that 100k down here? Right, we need to go straight on. Yeah, you've got right away, pal. That's what traffic lights are about, you know? You can actually just go. Okay. Speaking of AI dirt. Yeah, so we've got the female driver. Ah, you can see the red now. I did like a dark red with a red stripe and a black top. It's not a bad looking bus. Yeah, that's a great... I think he broke down. You broke down? I hope so. God, those sun shafts are unbelievable. But yeah, they've been busy on Fernbus, adding like dropping plenty of DLC, but I do wonder what they've improved on the actual gameplay. I need to I haven't played it for a while. It just kind of went stale for a bit, and then I turned around and they've dropped like various DLCs for it, including quite a few buses, which I've not tried out. I think what I'll do is on the next two videos, I'll try the other two Scanias, and then maybe try the double-decker on the last video, possibly. I'll see. That's how I feel. But yeah, it's good that they've actually got, you know, a number of buses in the game now. They're all pretty well spec'd out. You click the buttons and that kind of thing, which is always nice. Let's get up to about 95. Do you know, one thing I don't like though is this, it's very hard to see the speedo. I wish the center display there, you could have a digital speedo. I do like a digital readout of the speed I'm going. There you go, there's 95, locking the cruise control. Oh, we're going to pull in here, wasn't we? Have a quick look at this. We don't need fuel. Just have a quick drive through. That's pretty good. It's a shame you can only, like, actually get fuel in one place, though. See, there's the indicator. You see how it didn't turn off? And I could barely hear it. I had to stop talking before I could even hear it. This is the rest area, so if we need to rest, we could. It is weird, though, the way it tells you where to park. I do wonder why it does that. Like, in theory, I kind of feel like you should be able to park in any of these bays, and it would just recognise you're in a parking bay, and therefore it counts as a rest. But if I remember about this game, you can actually park wherever you want. You just pull up by the side of the road and just as long as you turn the engine off, you know, the passengers effectively take a rest break. I'm not really sure why it wants you to park in a particular spot. Same with the fuel, really. Like, you know, why can't you park at any of the 6 bays and grab fuel? Looks like a fuel station or something. There's a cooling tower on the left. Right, there's 95. 96 I'll do. I think it's an 8-speed gearbox, this one. I'll have to brake now. Yeah, 8-speed gearbox it is, I'm sure. It's in gear 8. Lidl. Do you know, I thought... I think that's meant to be Lidl, but obviously they can't get the name for it. But I saw a Tesco truck, past a Tesco truck, and I think it said... Was it now like Wesco or something? Just slightly different variations on the name. It's like a distribution centre on the right. Or a farming thing maybe, I'm not sure. Also, if you press the... is it the Q key? Press the Q key, you can zoom the map, you see bottom right? But for some unknown reason, you got zoom times 1, times 2 and times 3, and that's your lot. You know, like in Eurotruck, you can do the overhead thing or whatever. Can't do it in this. I just hope I can fit in this gap. So the actual sat-nav display there is not ideal. Sometimes you need to see a bit further ahead and you can't. Dear me, that's so. Thing is though, the map being the size that it is now, you can actually drive quite a way in this game. You know, you could go from like, I don't know, the southwest part of France, and then you could go all the way through across France, through Belgium, and then right over to the top end of the Netherlands. It'd be a heck of a drive. Let me just quickly press the map and see where we are. I think we're coming into Brussels. Yeah, here we go. So we're coming into Brussels. So what we'll do is perhaps if we... What if we take a left there and go around that way? Just to see a bit more of what Brussels looks like. I'm hoping we'll see some like landmarks, some kind of key buildings that, you know, people recognise there. That's definitely Brussels. Some of the vehicles that go past look like they're floating, like the cop car that went past then, I swear it looks like it's floating. I can't decide if it's... Yeah, like all the vehicles look like they're floating. It's like the shadow doesn't quite meet the ground properly. Oh, stop. Sorry. Sorry. I thought the brakes were better. That's going to appear as a deduction in points. Oh well. Let's open this window a touch more. Well, at least they keep going. Yeah, so we'll go around this loop and see if we can see anything. Oh, there you go. I was wondering if we'd get to see that. That's a distinctive thing. I've seen that in real life. I forget what they call it now, but that's a landmark from Brussels. Okay. Rip. Destructible scenery, anyone? FF restaurants. F in chat to pay respects to the restaurant. Yeah, I mean, this bit here, there's nothing that tells me it's Belgium. I don't know about you. I don't know Belgium very well. There's nothing that says, oh, this is definitely Brussels. It could be anywhere. short lane we need to be in. We'll stick in the right lane for now. Let's try not to hit the police car. I wish it starts zoomed in on where you are. Right, we're going to come this way. So apparently we can't go that way. I'm sure it would have taken us. Maybe that's a one-way system. Maybe this is like a one-way loop. Maybe we should not turn left and go down that one, because we'll be starting there later and then we'll come back that way. Let's try to like, take the third left. Is that bicycles? Yeah. Yeah, you kind of look at the buildings and you see what I mean about it? You see the way it pixelates the windows? It's weird. It's like as you get nearer, the reflections kick in a little bit more. Wait, are we turning left here? Are we turning left? No, keep going. No one near. Literally not paying attention to what I'm doing. Yeah, the trees as well, they kind of, it's called LOD, level of detail, and as an object gets closer to you, it replaces it with one with more detail, but although it kind of blends in the transition, like in the old days it never used to do that, it used to snap them in. It kind of blends them in. I just feel like with my graphics card, I could push the level of detail distance way out from where it is, and then pretty much just have it not do that. By the time I see like the change, you know, it'll happen so far away that I won't really see it. I can't see any controls in the graphics settings to control the level of detail. So I'm pretty certain this is not particularly taxing my graphics card right now. It's a shame really, because, you know, Unreal's meant to be pretty optimized. Well, I say that. It's meant to work the graphics card pretty hard if the developer lets it. Why is the wheel spinning? My wheel's going... Am I... Wait, what? Was that guy reversing into me? Right, so we're not going to go left here. We're going to carry on and then take the next left. So let's move over. Tell you what, the sat-nav takes a long time to recalculate the route, doesn't it? Like in Euro Truck, that would have updated straight away. Oh, I do like the lights on the back of this. Look at that. That's crazy. Like LED spots. Probably missed the lights now. Oh, no one on that lane. I'd say what, visibility down the right side is non-existent. Like that mirror there, that is, you can hardly see what's going on. They should have put a mirror on the door for me. If possible. I guess in real life, like, I don't know, it doesn't look that bad. I reckon they'll do, you know, have you seen on cars, instead of having actual door mirrors now, they're starting to replace them with really small cameras, and then they have inside the cockpit they have a view of the mirror. I reckon they'll do that on coaches. That sat-nav route is still not updated. That's really bad. That's quite a nice big park. Why do they put random concrete blocks? Is that to stop people parking on the pavement? That's really weird. Didn't stop that guy. I don't know how he got that there. That's impressive. I love the sat-nav's updated. Blimey. One thing you do get the feeling for in this game is traffic lights. Like, the amount of traffic and traffic lights, it kind of feels real, you know. When you're in a city, it's just stop, start, stop, start. Oh, there's another one. Green bus. Wait, what was that guy doing? That van then looked like he had nowhere to go. Yeah, look under this car in front. There's no proper shadow underneath this car. What you've got is a shadow coming off the wheel, but then, like, underneath the car itself should have a shadow. And it's not really there. So as a result, it kind of looks like it's floating. Do you know what? I don't know what time I'm meant to be at our destination, doesn't it look? 7:23. Rip. We are so late. Oh my god. We are so late. We should have been there at 7:23. It's now 7:44. I've not done that much sightseeing. I kind of feel like we've lost 10 minutes driving down all these lights. I'm going to get deducted so many points. Interesting graffiti. Yeah, remind me not to go around that road. Blimey. I can see the little padlock, so when we arrive here, it'll unlock this city for me. Your destination is ahead. Loads of Flixbus. Brussels unlocked. Parking brake. Neutral. Kneel. Open the doors. Everybody teleports out. Just so you can get your bags. You see? They've not changed that to this day. They just get out and stand there. It's so weird. Anyway, that should allow us to complete the journey. So let's have a look. Passengers transported. Okay, we got points for that. Checked in, invalid, 0. Service. On schedule. Nope. Points for everything else. Air conditioning. We've probably got some damage somewhere when we hit properties damage -1 point. Okay, driving behavior. Safety distance broken 6 times, okay. Driven on road, 100%, all good. Yeah, I'll take it. So, that is Charleroi to Brussels, which is the first part. So in the next video, what we'll do is I'll pick a different bus and we'll drive from Brussels and we'll kind of take a different way out and we'll go over to Ghent and have a quick look around Ghent. And then in the next video after that, we'll go over to Antwerp. We'll probably go this way to stay in Belgium. And then finally we'll go to Brussels. Right guys, that's the first trip done in our look at the Belgium DLC for Fernbus. Remember, this map DLC comes out, I think, on the 20th of May. On Steam anyway. But from Brussels, I bid you farewell. Until the next one, take care guys. Happy bussing.